We're delighted to have Mike Rhodes with us this morning, a very experienced collaboration professional and most valued member of the Resolex radar panel. So Mike, from your experience, can you give us 3 practical steps to establishing a collaborative team?
I think the key elements in terms of a collaborative team are that you need strong leadership up front. So that's key. And given that you get that strong leadership from the leaders of the project team, then it's important that you bring everybody together in order to communicate better. And everything stems from that. So the 3 elements, I think, that the 3 practical steps are, the first step is in terms of selection, understanding who it is that you need in that team, and then working to get the right people that will be able to collaborate as you go through the project. And then the next step, I guess, is a kick-off workshop. That kick-off workshop is all about setting mutual goals for the team, and again, it's about communication. And thirdly, probably one of the most important points following that in terms of practical tips really is the ongoing continuous improvement of the team as they go through the project, making sure that they stay together and they are working correctly and collaboratively together.
Can you tell me, how can you use psychometrics for improving teams?
Okay, so as I said before, the communication between the members of the team is the most important thing alongside the leadership. And to promote that communication between the members of the team is the most difficult thing. And during the workshop, one has to try and get people to understand each other and where they're coming from. So it was some time ago I realised that we needed to have a tool that would allow that communication to happen between the members of the team. And I chose a psychometric profiling system which was very simple to understand, easy for people to grasp within a very short period of time. And then that would allow them to be able to look at the characters around the table and understand what their needs are. And then that allows you to adapt your method of communication, your way that you communicate with people, to a way that they will understand. So we had an instance where we had a project where a particular individual was seen as a blocker in the whole project team. Running a psychometric profile, we realised that that person really was motivated by the need to do things for the right reasons. And when that was understood by the rest of the team, they changed the way that they approached him and looked at it in terms of how this building and this building project would make a greener project. And if they communicated in that way to the individual, he was actually not a blocker but a facilitator for the whole of the team, and that created a much better team relationship and saved several £1 million in the process of working towards the end of the project.
Okay Mike, the tricky one last. When all the work starts, we're focusing on delivery, how do you manage to keep team a priority at that stage?
Okay, so when you've got your team working together, it's all very well creating a contract between the team that says that we're going to work collaboratively, and then that contract goes away and everybody starts to fall into their own particular teams and their own old adversarial ways. So it's important that you keep coming back to how you're going to work in a collaborative way. And the only way to do that is to get the team together on a regular basis. Now that could be monthly, but more likely quarterly. But it's about bringing that team together, having the right conversation about the project. And the way you can do that is having set goals in very early stages of the project, you can measure yourself against those goals. So that's where the radar system really comes into things, because it allows you to look at the project as a whole, indeed to work on the project rather than in the project, in the daily work of the project. And then you can see how it's going as a whole and bring the whole team again back together to renew their working together as a collaborative team. And so that's important. It's that working together on a regular basis, and it's almost, dare I say, like a bit like a drum beat. It's the drum beat of the project. Every so often you have to bang the drum and bring everybody together to move on.